if you want to record your screen because you have some sort of PowerPoint, like you said, you're going over or something, then we have another tool for that, and that is called WeVideo. So WeVideo is software that we've purchased. LCPS has had it for a while. And when you first go to it, it'll ask you to sign in, and you sign in with your LCPS credentials. You know, it's one of those things where it comes up and it says, do you want to sign in with Google? And you can click on Google, enter your LCPS credentials, and it'll bring you to this screen where I am now. And right here is a record button. And when you hit recording, it gives you some options. It says, hey, do you want to record your webcam? You may have seen those tutorial videos where it's someone recording their screen and their little thumbnail is down in the corner. That is recording the screen and webcam. This is recording just the screen, and this is recording just the webcam. So here I'm going to do the screen and webcam and hit next. And you see it comes up, what camera do you want to use? And it's using this camera right here. And it's using the default mic that's right here. And I hit next. Here and here. And now it says you get ready. And now it's recording my entire screen, and it's capturing this as it moves around. It's capturing my voice. It's capturing if I switch through tabs. It is recording the screen and my voice, and it's got the camera on me all at the same time. So when I'm done recording, I hit the stop button, and I hit save. And what it does is it makes a little video that I can now edit. You can see down here at the bottom, I can edit it. I can move along here. I can add titles, whatever, meaning I can put something at the beginning. I can put something at the end. I can put music. You know, this is how people edit video. But it makes it a little simpler than having to import video from anywhere. It's all in one tool if you record it right from here. What it doesn't do, though, is it doesn't do the auto captioning. So, and that's a problem. So when you're finished with your video, finish my video. Got it. It's still processing. Yes. When I finish my video, I can save my video down. I'm going to save it standard, and I'm just going to hit export. And when that video, it's now rendering, it's doing its stuff. It still doesn't have the captions on it. There's a final step in order to get the captions on, which essentially goes into where you're going to publish it.
So I think this would be really helpful for us because some people need to read. They may be able to hear you, but they have some sort of a processing deficit so that when they read the words, it makes more sense to them than just watching, or vice versa.
Jeannie, can I say, in Google Meet, you can see it on my screen now here, it's not going to capture this, but the captions, I've turned the captions on, and now you can see captions at the bottom of my screen. You see how they're rolling up on there? And I find captioning, Jeannie, helps me all the time. Like, one, I know it helps people become better readers. But oftentimes if I like phase out for a second, or what did they say? I can catch up and start reading what they said, you know? And so that processing time, I think it's so important what you're saying, that you're giving people multiple modalities, you know? They can see it, they can hear it, and they have more options for how to access the material. That said, you know how we're recording up here, right? This Google Meet does not record these captions. So if I were to do WeVideo, it would capture the video, it would capture the captions, but this recording in Google Meet doesn't. Once you've finished with your video, you hit that, like I went through and I hit the finish button, and then I export my video. And this is what my final video looks like. And you'll see that it doesn't have captions. When I hit the play button here, I'm watching my video and there are no captions. Bummer. So if you really want your video to be captioned, you have to take another step. And that last step is to download it. So I'm going to save this video to you've downloaded things before, but it's saving it off the web onto my hard drive. And I have to put it in one of two places. There are two different tools that allow you to do auto captioning of your video. Like, I already have this video and I want the computer to caption it for me. One option is something called Microsoft Stream, And the other option is something called YouTube, which I'm sure you've heard of. Microsoft Stream, the pros and cons there is that Microsoft Stream is a little bit easier to use. Just as for sake of argument, I think that most people will find Microsoft Stream a little easier to get the captions in. But the negative with Microsoft Stream is that the final video, can only be published to people who can sign in with an LCPS account. So students can get it, teachers can get it, but the community in large cannot get it, which might be fine depending on the video you're making. You know, if that's your audience, maybe that doesn't need to go out to the entire community and to the public at large. But if you want it to go out to the public in large, which of course gets everybody, that gets teachers and students and everybody else and the whole world, then you want a YouTube. So let me ask you, which do you want to see? Do you want to see both? Like, which do you think you'll be making? Is there any time you think, yeah, you know, Chris, we're just not making videos just for LCPS. We always make them for the world. Then I'll spend more time on YouTube. Or you're like, no, we want to see both. What makes most sense to you?
Most of our videos are just for internal use.
They are, okay. They're not for public consumption usually.
No.
Okay, great to know. Then I will show you Microsoft Stream, okay? So you'll see I have it bookmarked right here. But the way you get to Microsoft Stream, all right, is if you use the, let's see, what's the best way to do it? Well, of course, you can do a Google search for Microsoft Stream. And I want to open up my email because, well, I guess I can show you my email, right? See this little waffle up here, app launcher. So here I'm in my, I'm in the web-based version of Outlook. And right up here is this little waffle. And here are all the different apps I can get that have to do with Microsoft because it's Microsoft product. And when I click on all apps, one of the options I have, scroll down, is Stream. And when I go to Stream, it brings me to Microsoft Stream. So what you want to do now, once you make sure you're signed into Microsoft Stream, okay? And again, if you don't use the web-based version of Outlook, you can just do a Google search for Microsoft Stream, click on it, and if you sign in with your LCPS credentials, you're in, right? What it's going to ask you to do is right here it says Create. So when you hit Create, right here it says Upload Video. And when I upload the video, it says, hey, Chris, you want to upload a video? Where is your video? Let me go and browse and find it. And this is called My Video. It's in my Downloads folder. So I can search for it here. I can actually do a search by details. Oh, right there. My video number 4. I hit Open, and it's going to upload it here. And I can give it a name. Quick tutorial. I'm going to delete this afterwards. So, but I give a little description. The video language is English. It's now processing. And then I can hit Publish, and it is going to do some magic. Close that there. When I go over to My Content, you'll see one of the options I have is Videos. And it is a list of all the videos I've worked on. Like I worked on one about captioning. I had to do one for special ed. But here it is made, this quick tutorial. Like this one's only 21 seconds. And when I click on it, right over here, it says Interactivity. Interactivity is where I could add some sort of question and answer if I wanted to. That's not what this video is about. I mean, that's not what this training is about. It's the idea that there'll be a tab here eventually that says transcription. And right now, while I'm sitting here talking, in the background, Microsoft is doing its thing, and it's working on adding captions. So if you scroll down here, you'll see it says View Settings. And when I click on that, it says Show Transcript. And when I hit Show Transcript, it says, come on, Chris, be patient. Audio transcripts aren't quite ready yet. Check back soon. And eventually there'll be a tab here that has a transcript. And just so you can see what that looks like in the final, like here, note that this is what, so this is a video that on the temporary distance learning plans. Here is where the transcript goes. And you can see right here is just the transcript. And at any point, if I notice that there's a glitch or there's a mistake, again, like when Katie was saying, she wanted the word should have been bork and it came out as pork, she can go right in, click edit, and then click right where the mistake is and make the changes and hit save. That makes sense. And that's how you'd have your final video with captions, so that when someone turns on the captions down here, they're watching, they'll see the captions. All right, you can change the share settings, so this is limited. And how you do that, let me go back to my content, videos. Right now, you see this is green, and it says visible to the entire organization. That's anyone in LCPS. Okay. So here I'm at my video. I go to my content, click on videos, and there's a little edit pencil. And when I click on that pencil, there's permissions and options here that I can change. That was also an option as I was uploading it. When I was adding remember when I changed the name to Quick Tutorial, I skipped it, but these permissions and options were underneath. And so I can change that and share that with just specific people.